أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
إن الحمد لله نحمده تعالى ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره. نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن نبينا وحبيبنا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله ربه بالهدى ودين الحق رحمة للعالمين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على نبينا وحبيبنا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين، كما صليت وسلمت وباركت على إبراهيم وآل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. عباد الله، أوصي نفسي وإياكم بتقوى الله العظيم تعالى وطاعته، كما قال تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. اللهم اجعلنا منهم يا رب العالمين. أما بعد, dear respected brothers and our sisters in Islam, Muslims numbers in America, or percentage, is about 2%. Even the conservative movement insists that no, we are only 1%. They say we are 2 millions. We say we are about 7-8 millions. So we are a small minority in the country. Yet, I want you to be aware that we, the practicing Muslim community, who come to the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to pray, and who care about the Islamic values to be practiced in their personal life, family life, and relationship, we are a minority inside the minority. Out of the 7 millions, about 2% of the population are Muslims. Out of this number of Muslims, how many of us, what is the percentage of those who practice? When CARE issued their survey, the mosque survey, they said those who are linked to the masjid, about 500,000, 28%. When they said linked, they did not mean those who come to the daily salah or to Friday salah. They included those who come to Eid prayer and do not show up around the year in any masjid. Those who come to the janazah, they have to. Some beloved ones or parents or family member die. Those who come for fatwa, maybe for divorce or family issues, or they are 28%. Other numbers, those who practice their religion, they are only 10% among Muslims. So my point here, brothers and sisters in Islam, whether we are 10% or 30%, we're still a small minority inside a small minority. This is why you are my community, and I am your community, and we are the community and the family of one another. We have a special tie and relationship with one another because, number one, we are the ones who stand thinking how I serve and please the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The common issue among us It's not any color or country or background or ethnicity or interest or thought or business or degree. The common thing about all of us who are sitting here, we come to pray, serve, and think how can we live halal way, how can we be close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how can we be successful and winners in the day of judgment. This is why, brothers and sisters, when we see each other, maybe this is good reason to smile in the face of each other, and to love each other, and to appreciate each other. I am so thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who guided me and you to choose to come to the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this day, on this time. Other Muslims chose to go somewhere else, to drink and eat and do something else, and to spend their money in different cause than what you are intending to do. So I'm thankful to you, and I'm thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, number one. All of us are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who are really guided us to this. Brothers and sisters, in Sahih Imam Muslim, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, كل الناس يغدو فبائع نفسه فمعتقها أو موبقها. All people are running. Go in the morning, come back in the evening, or maybe go in the evening, come back next day in the morning. All people are going and coming, are running for something. Yet, not all of them are winners. The Prophet ﷺ says, some of them will do things to sell themselves to the hellfires. Others will do things to sell themselves to the Jannah and to the pleasure and the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So because we are Muslims, because we are practicing Muslims, don't think we walk and drive, come and go, and others don't. No, no, no. All people who drive, come and go. Don't think because we are practicing, we spend our money and others don't. No. We spend our money, they spend their money. The only difference, how and where they spend their money will be losers, we spend our money will be winners. Inshallah. By the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brothers and sisters, indeed, have no doubt that my life and your life, his life and her life is not flat. Nobody's life is flat in this life. The life will take us up and down. Up to things we like, we rejoice, we enjoy. Down to things we hate, we suffer from. They cause things that cause us pain. And the Prophet ﷺ gave us the advice what to do when the life takes you to the peak. So you are high. High means in good position, not another high. And prosper and happy and rejoicing, enjoying the moments. Usually the time passes quickly. And what to do when the life goes down and we are in pain. For sure, when you are desperate, when you are needy, 1 hour is too long. And a day is very, very long, as if time is not moving. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in some hadith, اغتنم خمسا قبل خمس. This is the nature of the life, up and down. So the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, take advantage of 5 before each one of these 5 rules to be the opposites. اغتنم شبابك قبل هرمك. اغتنم صحتك قبل مرضك. اغتنم غناك قبل فقرك. اغتنم فراغك قبل شغلك. اغتنم حياتك قبل موتك. I try to order them the way they came in the narrations of the hadith. Take advantage of your free time. It will not last. You will be busy one day. You have free time. You can volunteer. You can help. You can worship. You can remember Allah. You can do something good. That is a deposit. When you get busy, your reward from Allah is still ruling, because you have the good intention. And take advantage, اغتنم صحتك قبل مرضك. You'll get health before you get sick. If you are a youth, the youth will not last. This is not only for me or for you, it's for everybody. This is Allah's law. There is nothing you can do to keep yourself in a youth period all of your life. You have to start as a weak, a child. You go to the peak as youth, then you go down to the seniorship and to be an elder. So take advantage of this youth time to do something that pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you want to fast, if you want to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you want to work hard, if you want to volunteer, if you want to help, give a hand to somebody, because sooner you'll need somebody to help you cross the street, or open the chair for you to sit, or maybe raise your bag so you can take your medicine, or maybe pull your wheelchair. This is for everybody. So from now, take advantage of this. واغتنم your life before your death. واغتنم غناك قبل فقرك. When you see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provided you with some money, you have some money, you have extra money, you have savings, you have investments, you have stock market, the Prophet ﷺ said, do something good for yourself. You do not just spend the money on things that are consumable. You consume them and they are done. Try to deposit for yourself with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So brothers and sisters, today I need your help in two things. Number one, this masjid was built in 1984. And the community nature, number and size was way different story that time. Brother Abu Bara was here that time and he can't tell you. 1980s he was the office director of the ICC. And 10 years ago we started realizing we have a challenge. We need to expand this masjid. The masjid cannot take the crowd. And we need an elevator. And maybe 7 years ago, we collected $60,000 to build an elevator. We found it's not enough. We realized we needed a school. Then the school was not enough here. We, alhamdulillah, purchased the building. We moved the school. And last year, alhamdulillah, we restored the second floor to be apartment and rented again. Now, alhamdulillah, the board is on high gear and we moved after long story and argument with the city. Because when you tell them I want to expand, they will tell you, okay, tell me how you're going to increase the parking lot. And since we are in downtown, we cannot increase the parking lot. Alhamdulillah, the city, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened their hearts and gave us good green light. The green light includes, we expand the second floor all the way 1,000 foot, and we open all that is downstairs to be used as a prayer hall as well, for Friday. So we divide this into two phases. The phase we are working on, we call it phase 2. The first floor of the other building will have, inshallah, professional babysitting, classrooms, offices, big library for the college students to study and to read, and enough bathrooms for the sisters, enough bathrooms for the brothers. And will be done in April, inshallah. The construction company started 2 weeks ago. Now, when this one is done, everything downstairs will be removed there and will be widely open just to host the community for Friday prayer. And the second floor will be expanded and the elevator will be installed, inshallah. So we can come, get in safely, and leave after Salah safely. Brothers and sisters, with the crowd we come. 2-3 years ago we started 2 Friday khutbas, and we try to encourage the community to come to the second Friday, not to the first one. But the first one is very, very crowded. And may Allah forbid, with the narrow exit we have, may Allah forbid something bad happens, we have to rush, we will hurt one another. So this is the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this is your masjid. So in Ramadan, we collected $135,000 for this, what we call phase 2. Now, the contract is signed, and the total cost is $314,000, which means we are $190 short. So I need you 5 minutes after the salah for all of us, inshallah, to help. Number one. Number two, tomorrow we do that once, I do that once a year, the orphan fundraising. And dinner in the ACA at 6:30 p.m. Saturday. Hajj Hassan will be selling the tickets outside. Please be sure to pick up the tickets and to show up for the dinner and to do your job. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from you. قولوا قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا فوز المستغفرين. الحمد لله ثم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين. يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. Brothers and sisters, our worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not limited to the salah, but it includes the zakah and the charity, the sadaqah and the donation. Not only giving that, but even encouraging one another to do that. It is a worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just to stand up and to ask you to do that and to motivate and encourage you to do that. We believe our sadaqah is if done in the right way, is a ibadah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we hear the good call, let us respond and let us compete even with one another. وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا أَوْصَى بَعْضُهُم بَعْضًا وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. They advise one another of the truth and the patience and the good one. Keep in your mind, this is the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are dealing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is sadaqah jariyah, continuous charity, when you participate and to donate to the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is an investment with Allah, a partnership with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And let us, brothers and sisters, take our sharaka, partnership with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, seriously. Let us not replace it in the bottom of the list. After my vacations and my furniture and my cars and my waste and my whatever, I will think to donate. Let us make it on the top of our list, as this will be one of the best usage we can have and do and benefit from when we do that for the sake of Allah. This is endowment, waqf. It's not my personal benefit or your personal benefit. You are happy with the imam or not, you are happy with the board or not, don't worry about this. This is a waqf for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tomorrow the imam is gone, tomorrow the board, there will be new boards. Inshallah, happy people will be happy with them and with their activities, with their speeches, but your donation for the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will remain there. Whenever somebody gets in to pray and leave, to make wudu and leave, to study, read and leave, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you your share from this reward. Do it for yourself, do it in your behalf of your beloved one, of your father, of your mother, of your children. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it a blessing. And I mentioned 2 questions for myself. I'd like to repeat them. I will conclude with that, inshallah. It is amazing, brothers and sisters, when CARE issued that survey and study about the Islamophobia, they said the Islamophobia motivators in the last 10 years spent $120 million for sake of the shaitan, just to scare people from Islam and Muslims. Subhanallah. Those who spend for sake of shaitan are spent a lot. Those who spend for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should spend more, not less. Number one. Number two, I know about myself, my family, and my community. When we go for our weddings and graduation and celebration and vacations, we have hundreds, we have thousands, we have tens of thousands coming out of our pockets. Let us, brothers and sisters, show these blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also when we stand for the good cause. We have, as Muslims, as the Islamic community here, as the members of this Islamic center, we have enough money to support our masjid and to support the expansion of our masjid and to support the school we have and to support the relief and the needy, the local, national and international. With the good intention, with the pure heart and with the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let me finish with the hadith of our best example, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who was walking as in Sahih Imam Bukhari with Abu Dharr al-Ghifari, and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam described him as the most generous human you can ever see or hear of. You hear about how Abu Bakr was generous, how Talha bin Ubaidillah, or how Abdurrahman bin Auf, or how Uthman bin Affan, but the Prophet ﷺ was more generous than all of them. And one day the Prophet ﷺ in Sahih Bukhari was walking with Abu Dharr al-Ghifari and he saw the mountain of Uhud, Jabal Uhud. So the Prophet ﷺ said to Abu Dharr, لَوَدِدْتُ أَنَّ لِي مِثْلَ أُحُدٍ ذَهَبًا. I wish I have like the Mount of Uhud gold, and if I do, لا تمضي علي 3 أيام وعندي منه شيء إلا أنفقه في سبيل الله هكذا وهكذا وهكذا وهكذا. If I have, Abu Dharr, like the Mount of Uhud gold, not the 3 days and nights will come till I spend it all for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like this, like this, like this, like this. يا أبا ذر إن المكثرين هم الأقلون يوم القيامة إلا من قال هكذا وهكذا وهكذا وهكذا. Abu Dharr, those who have much in this life will have little in the life after, except those who do with their wealth. Whenever they hear the good call, like this, spend like this, spend like this, spend like, for all projects and for all direction. They are the ones who will be the winners in the day of judgment. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us all among them. Barakallahu fikum. علموا عباد الله أن الله أمركم بأمر بدأ فيه بنفسه وثنى بملائكته ورسله فقال عز من قال إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. لبيك اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت وسلمت وباركت على إبراهيم وآل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الحاضرين والغائبين الأحياء والميتين. اللهم اغفر لحاضرنا وغائبنا حينا وميتنا صغيرنا وكبيرنا ذكرنا وأنثانا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. من أراد بالإسلام وأهله وبلاده خيرا فخذ بيده إلى كل خير. اللهم من أراد بالإسلام وأهله وبلاده شرا فاكفنا اللهم شره ورد كيده إلى نحره واجعل تدميره في تدبيره يا رب العالمين. اجعل تجمعنا هذا مرحوما وتفرقنا اللهم من بعده معصوما. اللهم لا تجعل فينا ولا منا ولا بيننا شقيا ولا محروما يا رب العالمين. عباد الله اذكروا الله يذكركم واشكروه على نعمه يزدكم.